Game Update 14 launched Anno 1800 Seasons 4 in mid-April before Easter with seeds of change that you can see here on the screen, unfortunately with a few very visible bugs. The great news though is that we now have version 14.1, as you can see on the screen here. A quick patch has been released yesterday. This is live and we're going to check it together to make sure that it fixes all of those big bugs. A number of these very visible bugs were linked to the new scenario Season of Silver and also one to the old, the Eden Burning scenario, so let's start there. I have a lot of videos on my channel showing how to master this new scenario, the Season of Silver scenario. Don't hesitate to check them out, in particular how to get the gold medal, also how to get a lot more than the gold medal, because as you can see, to get the gold medal you need an extra 300 silver coins. I actually have been able to get more than 1,500 coins. Okay, we are here on the second island where you have a lot of clay, but also 3 oil springs. Before the patch, these oil springs used to disappear. Now I think this has definitely been fixed. They are working as they should. One interesting element is that I don't have a road and it is working. What will probably happen though is they won't be able to deliver, so it will just fill this. As you can see, no warehouse is in range. If I put a road now, it should be fine, yes. Now it will be able to deliver. So first bug definitely fixed, great. With that, you can double your oil production or your fuel production and therefore have a lot more tractors, which is quite important. Number 2, the impact of fertile soil on your animal farms. Before this update, if you were putting your modules, your pen, on fertile or non-fertile farms, you had no impact on your productivity. Now, if you do put them on fertile ground, like I've done here, you can see it is indeed blue, and we do get the plus 100% from irrigation. Let's start moving some of these out. Now you can see that the irrigation bonus has decreased to only 66% instead of 100. So this is indeed working. So this can help you increase your productivity for goat farms, which in turn can also help you make more dung, which is necessary for cyanide. It doesn't make all of the videos I've made before useless, because all of the videos I've made before show you that even without this fertile soil, you can still do it, right? This is just something on top to help you even further. Number 3, the bomb beans production. Before, you could see here in the production chain that you needed linen and felt, but then clicking on the building, you would see felt and cotton, and you couldn't make cotton at all. This has been fixed. So probably an easy fix in the back end. We can now use linen. To be honest though, I am not 100% convinced this is actually useful, because it does require quite a lot to produce those bombing just for 2 additional operos. I haven't made the mask, to be honest, because it wasn't working, but at least it's good to know that it is fixed. Lastly, before the patch, a number of people said they had the 300 tons of silver in storage at the end, at the time of their final delivery, but still didn't get the gold medal. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure why or what was the problem in the backend, but according to Ubisoft, this has been fixed. Very hard for me to test it easily here, so I'd love for you to share in the comments below if you had the problem before. Is it fixed now, or do you still have the problem? One important thing to note though, they are saying in the release note that you can see on the screen now, that to unlock this goal, a new scenario needs to be started. You can't use a game that you already have, a save game, and hope to get that gold medal. There are still a few bugs that I mentioned in the past in the Season of Silver that haven't been fixed in this patch. For example, the quest where you say that you're going to pay or get money in exchange for either having more or less workforce has currently no impact at all on your workforce. This hasn't been fixed. Or similarly, a few other things like the second warehouse upgrade requiring steel beam, and you can't produce steel beams. This hasn't been fixed either. But in my opinion, this scenario was already quite great before the patch, and now it's even better. I definitely suggest, if you haven't played it, that you do play it. Don't hesitate once again to check my videos on it if you need some help. This is a great new challenge for all Anno players. Speaking of that scenario, also in the old scenario, the Eden Burning scenario, a new bug had appeared with version 14 where you couldn't pick up resources from those quest islands. Now with 14.1, this has been fixed. As you can see here, I was able to pick up from the wreckage, but also on this island here, after freeing the monkey, you are able to collect the banana. This has definitely been fixed. You can go back to playing this scenario if you haven't finished it, and once again, I have many videos on my channel covering it. Don't hesitate to check that out. And then lastly, a few days ago, I showed you all my poop island was able to produce, before the patch, able to produce 70 tons of fertilizer per minute. Let's now check what's happening. With the 138 fertilizer works, we are now producing more than 700 fertilizer per minute. Obviously, this will also require 700 tons of dung per minute, which I'm not producing at the moment because obviously I haven't changed the island yet. So what happens? The fertilizer work production cycle moved from 5 minutes to 30 seconds. As I said in my previous video, it was likely a typo given that 5 minutes is 300 seconds. Someone put 1 0 too many basically. You were able to push that production down to actually below 2 minutes with items. Now with those same items, starting with 30 seconds, you can go down to 11 seconds. So that's obviously a very, very quick production. It will require though a lot of dung. So the layout that I have over here with just a few animal farms in the middle and then fertilizer all around is definitely an overkill. We're gonna need to rethink that. But the conclusion is that it's definitely a lot easier now to make a lot of fertilizer, and therefore you can start to use fertilizer silos on all of your farm everywhere in the world, even in the other regions. Remember, in the old world and Besa it is also working. Talking about farms, if you missed it, I made a very important video a couple of days ago that you can see on the screen now and will be in the video description below, showing a very important change to your farms. Your animal farms and crop farms are behaving differently than before, offering a lot of new possibilities both for beauty builders and min-maxers. Thanks for watching, don't hesitate to smash the like button, and I hope to see you next time.